Watch the entire video, my lovely viewers, to get the whole thing. Without wasting much of your time, let's get right into it.
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Hi lovely viewers, it's me again, your one and only Mutati Mpundu. Welcome to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time on my channel, kindly subscribe to my YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button down below. Turn the bell icon to join the notification squad. Don't forget to like, share, and leave a comment. Tell me what you think about this video in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you lovely viewers.
And you would say, you know, he's actually right. He's actually right. So, Rally Mwetwa, yes, he has recognized him, but he has not given him prominence. Because really, that guy is a spoiler. That guy can mess up things for the party. So, I'm singling him out because he's one of those people that want to bring this a narrative that no, Lungu is not dead. What are you trying to achieve by that? You want to make Lungu look like he was such a crook that he would fake his own death. No. Sometimes, in as much as we are doing politics to win favors from people, sometimes when we lie blatantly like this, we actually make people indignant. People will be like, these people also. Because you are lie black and white. I don't come here to come and lie in black and white. No, I don't come here to lie in black and white for me, or for me to push a certain agenda. That agenda which you want to run, that Edgar Lungu is not dead, that agenda is not a good agenda. It is not in good faith. And this is where I have a problem. Where you say, no, Tayari is not reliable. Because I am not going to be part of an agenda Iabufi. I will never be. I will never join an agenda Iabufi. I will not join an agenda Iabufi. This you should know. I will not join an agenda which is unjust. I will not. So this agenda which you are running to say, whatever, Evans Mupomda, JJ said it is clear. He said it clearly. What did this JJ say it clearly? You should also have a critical mind. Somebody cuts a clip, just a short clip, and start running it around. Even here, I'm saying there are people who are trying to run a narrative that Lungu is not dead. Lungu is not dead. Somebody can cut a pass. Lungu is not dead. He will cut that small clip and they will run it. And people who have no critical mind like this Evans, they will start believing it. Yo, Lungu is not dead. They already said it. But you don't have a critical mind to say, did Daddy really say this? And you are so lazy. That's why we are going to take so much time to develop. Because you are so lazy. There is internet now. Information is on your fingertips. You can do a simple search and you will get what you want. You will get what you want. Now, you are so lazy. Papa can even come up with something and you run it. But come on, have a critical mind. Go back. JJ did not say Balungu is going to come back is not dead. JJ was simply saying, we will bring the body of Edgar Lungu in Zambia after, we get independence. According to him, he's calling it independence when UPND will lose an election. That's what JJ was talking about. He's talking about bringing the body after HH loses power next year. With Zaka Bwana wa Mdala on the same plane. And somebody just cut that and is running it, and you are believing it. Just because, you know, Esther Lungu and Makebi Zulu, they are doing their own thing there. You want to start speculating to think that Valungu is not dead. Valungu is dead. He's dead. He's not going to come back. He's not coming back. Don't make people start, you know, expecting one day Valungu to come up and whatever. No, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Valungu is dead. And the ailment of Edgar Lungu started a long time. The ailment that killed Lungu started a long time, and this is why I shut up Nakachinda when he tried to bring in the narrative of Lungu was poisoned. Because I knew the history. I knew everything about his death. And I know how Lungu died. I know. So there is no two ways about it. There is nothing like, no, Lungu was shot by Mama drugs. No, there is nothing. Lungu was not shot. Lungu died of an ailment that he has had for a long time, which started when he was even in State House. It started when he was in State House. And eventually, it killed him. The doctors tried, but it couldn't help. They took him in an operation. After operation, he only spent a day outside after that operation. And he went. So, please don't be cheated. But the point I'm trying to say is that all these things, for me, I saw them. I saw these things. I anticipated these things. And I spoke relevant to the situation. I spoke relevant to the situation. When they lost power, what they needed was to choose a leader, a new leader. Imagine if PF, strong as it was after losing elections, with members of parliament, with the money that Vakagwalala had stolen, because PF had so much money when they left power. They had so much money. But Mambala, they were pretending like they don't have money. Yeah? They were pretending, most of you guys, most of these PF guys, they were pretending like they don't have money. But some of us, we were getting shocked when somebody is complaining to say, no, we lost it, we don't have money, what. We were running a agenda of PF. And we needed them to support us. And they were busy being stingy. They were saying, no, they don't have money, they don't have money. But we were getting shocked each time Deck pounced on them and hearing of millions that they had in their bank accounts. Cash, which they had, my bank accounts, they had millions. Properties, they had so much. And so you're wondering to say, but I was just with this guy yesterday, and he was saying that he doesn't have money. The following day, no, we have seized so much. So some of you, even when they are arresting you and they are putting you mufifungo, some of you deserve it because of your selfishness. Because of your selfishness. Even in the Bible it is written that don't be stingy with tainted money. Don't be stingy with tainted money. Tainted money, be generous with it. Be generous with it. But you are being selfish with tainted money. Ndalama shakuiva. Sample soma inkaria na kaso muntu wanga. Sample soma inkaria na kaso. Ukankala na kaso pali sample muntu wanga. Nishi uzibwelesera ma problems. Uzibwelesera ma problems. And they ended up here. So, these guys, if they had acted correctly at that moment, if Balungu had let go, just like he had written a letter to say I've resigned, if they had quickly chosen another leader, we'll be talking about something else today. 2026 would have been a serious challenge. Because whoever would have taken over at that moment when I was talking, whoever would have taken over, you know, the support that Edgar Lungu had. Edgar Lungu had his own support. That 1.8 would have shifted to whoever that person would have been. Then, you know, this person, because there were money, it was still around. Most of this money and whatever was there. It would have helped that candidate. So by now, and then UPND did not start good. UPND did not start good. UPND, they were doing taka when they just came in. So all those were opportunities that PF would have taken advantage of. And by now, we would have had a very serious opposition. But you never listened. You never listened. You ended up, yes, collecting money from people to say we are going to have a convention. And that convention never happened. We tried to push for candidates like Mpundu. I tried myself. I worked, you know, I worked my back out to make sure that, you know, Mpundu is sold out, and Mpundu had a general acceptance. He had a general acceptance. A number of people accepted Mpundu. But no, Nakachindaba, Edgar Lunguba, Esther, they came, Mpundu Sangakale president. Mpundu cannot be trusted. And so, okay, cannot be trusted. It is a kapo wanda, never given Luvinda. No, given Luvinda, ni midwife. Me given Luvinda is going to deliver. Who is going to be president? So, but given Luvinda is one of those people, one of those strong contenders. But no, Balungu put him behind. Balungu put him behind. And he just said, no, he's going to deliver. He's a midwife. He's the one who's going to deliver, who's going to take over. And given Luvinda, you know, with his blind loyalty, he was just accepting everything. Even my 200 piniaja, given Luvinda never paid. Because Banamuchinga. He couldn't come out boldly to say, even me, I want to become president. I want to be part of these people. He didn't. He didn't. You know? And you know, this is what in politics, sometimes you need to be madly courageous. Sometimes you need to be madly courageous. Sometimes you need to be ready to muddy the waters. You know? Given Luvinda is, you know, is a good leader that we have. Is one of those leaders that we have who could take over the mantle of our country and lead it very well. Of course, I've had personal issues with Given Luvinda. I have personal issues with Given Luvinda. But look, in F1 Bomba, I do separate my personal issues with another individual and the country. A person might not be good to you. A person might treat you bad, but that doesn't make him a bad leader. I am patriotic like that. Even I am saying this, Given Luvinda really, he questioned me big time. Given Luvinda questioned me big time. Given Luvinda anani umira mtima. Anani umira mtima, there was a time when he was so hard-hearted on me. I was, but that aside, a person may not be good. A person that may not be good to you, it doesn't mean that he cannot be a good leader. No. No. You can have personal differences with somebody, but he's a good leader. And that is what I say about Given Luvinda. Given Luvinda, on a personal level, there is no relationship that I can talk of to say what, you know. But anyway, at the end of the day, he came around. So maybe I should also give an allowance on that. Maybe I should give an allowance. But generally, what I'm saying is that we had such good leaders like Given Luvinda. If Given Luvinda was given PF to run it, you know, he ran it actually. You know, he has been running it. Given Luvinda is the one that has been running PF as vice president. He's the one. But Edgar Lungu was just holding on to the position of president. But the one who was running a PF it's given wind, you know. So I am saying we had a variety, we had a number of people that would have taken over. Brian Mpundu, I mean, a very good man, a very credible man among politicians we have in Zambia. Given Brian Mpundu is one of those credible people. But no, they held on to power. They held on to power. Nakachinda nankani lungu Esther. Aba Esther mira wa munifi. Esther ni wa politician. Esther lungu ni wa politician ndemi eva. Ni wa politician. Ni wa politician, and most of the things, many things that Edgar Lungu was doing, it is Esther behind. I can tell you that. So they messed up that. They lost that chance of installing somebody when they were leaders that could have easily taken over. But they messed it up. Afterwards, Balungu Wambo Kulwala, I came out. I was doing a level rapport. When I realized what Balungu Balwele, I changed. I came here and I told you, those of you who want to be presidents, don't wait for Edgar Lungu. Hey, come up, step up, and take the mantle. Voila! You were all being scared. You were all being scared. You couldn't step up. Mpaka Balungu bafwa. No, Balungu na bafwa. And everything is in a mess. PF is gone kulicha vinga because of Mao Sampa. Mao Sampa should not pretend to be talking big, to be accusing UPND. Mao Sampa you should be the last one. Nangu tweva tuma politics tamwa vensoni. But Mao Sampa, you should be ashamed of yourself. Mao Sampa, you should be ashamed of yourself, such that every day you should be hitting your chest to say, you know, I have sinned, I have sinned, I have sinned, because you are the biggest problem. Of course, all these others, they were a problem, but you messed it up completely. You messed it up completely. When you faked that convention, you messed it up. So Mao Sampa, you should actually shut up when you talk about PF. You have got no ground, you have got no base to accuse UPND, to say UPND has held PF. And I've even seen some of you are saying, no, somebody wrote a comment to say, what UPND is doing is criminal. They have stolen PF. UPND has not stolen PF. It is the foolishness. It is the foolishness of the PF collective. And I've got no better words. Maybe let me use, it is the selfishness. It is the selfishness of the PF leaders themselves, starting with Edgar Lungu in his death. Even in his death, there is selfishness. Even in his death, starting with Edgar Lungu, he was selfish. He held on to PF. After he held on to PF, next, Mao Sampa came in and messed up PF. It is because of PF itself that PF is where it is today. UPND has only facilitated because they are in government. They have only facilitated. They have facilitated to the self-destruction of PF. UPND's crime, if there is any crime at all, is that they have facilitated the self-destruction of PF. And this self-destruction is still going on even now as we speak. It is still going on because now they don't have a leader. For them to have a leader, they need to go for a convention. How do they go for a convention when PF is in the hands of Chavinga? How? How do they go for a convention when the body is still in the mortuary? How? Mukashani ku convention. Mukashani ku convention. Na Edgar Lungu ali muchitumbi. Tamulashika Edgar Lungu. Mukashani ku convention. Because on one hand, we have Makebi Zulu na Esther Lungu, who are determined that Edgar Lungu should not be buried before the elections. They are determined. They are determined. They are determined. Right now as I'm talking, Makebi Zulu and Esther, they are sitting scheming. How can we prolong this? How can we protract the death, the burial of Edgar Lungu. They don't want to bury. They want to keep that body so that, you know, the power still remains in the Lungus. That is there. That is what is there. They have got those people, those they want to retain that. They want to retain that. They don't want to bury Edgar Chagwa Lungu. Once they bury Edgar Chagwa Lungu, it means things should move. So they don't want that. They want the status quo to remain. And what is that status quo? A status quo where Lungu is still the president, even when he's dead. Even when he's dead, Lungu is still ruling PF. Muchitumbi chako, muntu alifwa. 3 months down the line, he's still holding on to PF. He's still holding on to PF. Lungu, at the moment, PF is being laid by a corpse. At the moment, PF is being led by Ichitumbi. And they haven't stopped. This is why you see they keep posting pictures of Edgar Lungu. They keep posting pictures of Edgar Lungu. Why do we post pictures? We post pictures so that people can know a person. When are they going to start posting pictures of the success of Edgar Lungu? They are busy. You will see them posting pictures of Edgar Lungu. Keeping Lungu alive when Lungu Chitumbi at the moment. PF is being led by Chitumbi at the moment. PF is being led by a corpse. Edgar Lungu is still alive for them. He's still alive. They don't want to bury those in South Africa. They don't want to bury. And yet we have people in Zambia who are eager. They want, you know, they want to take over the mantle of leadership. They want to take over the mantle of leadership. But how are you going to take over the mantle of leadership when you are on one end? Pandemic, dilemma, and on one end, Muresapota, Makebizuru na waesta. No, Tushike, we can't bury. We can't bury. Okay? We can't bury. We can't bury. We will bury when Haka in the Ishirima is gone. Meanwhile, you are saying, no, we need to elect a leader. We need to elect a leader. Mukashani, how are you going to elect a leader when your Lungu is still in the coffin, in the mortuary? How? How, Mukashani?
This is DJ Mutati exclusive.
Alright, that's all for you today, lovely viewers. If you did enjoy the video, please don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section below. Tell me what you think about the video you just watched in the comment section below. I'll be super glad to hear from you, lovely viewers. Once again, I go by the name of Mutati Mpundu. I love you, peace, I gotta go.